in the woods and hunting and stuff might get more action on the microphone too.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're having to deal with people.
And that looks interesting.
That limb, I can't figure out why it would be stuck backwards like that.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, that tree in front of it ain't got no more bark on it. It's dead though. And that might be a reason why, but
Yeah, it could have maybe fell off it and got tangled up. But the way that the fork's on it, back around that smaller tree.
mm-hmm.
It had to go through them limbs to get tangled up in it. Them limbs that are the ones that are bent over, they're the ones that are supporting that bigger limb that stuck out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, the thing that makes that all fishy is just that you got so many points where a smaller sized critter can just sit.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you look at it up the tree.
Just like squirrels on the limb.
Yeah, you got at least like 1, 2, 3, 4, and coming down to there. I mean,
yeah,
they can sit there and watch and play around and
that's right over that little creek that runs right down.
mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of deer and stuff run down through here too.
That's the only place. Well, I shot one deer. It come out over in here and come up, and I shot it with my bow right here. But every deer I've killed in here has been over, either coming out of that clear cut into the creek or coming down the holler into the creek. Because that creek starts right in here. And they'll come down this way and then go out towards that clear cut. But now I've heard deer snort and blow and all that stuff back over here, but the only ones I've ever seen have all come from over in here.
This is an interesting spot. There ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's isolated, but it's not. We could walk straight down the hill in about 20, 30 minutes if that long. It wouldn't take that long. But we'd come into houses down in yonder. I never knew this place was in here, and one day I just was coming up the road out there, and I thought, well, I'm gonna go in. I was gonna come in and check this clear cut out. I thought, well, that clear cut in the woods started again. Might be a pretty spot. And I walked out in here and come around that road and seen this, and I was like, oh boy, I think I found this. And all the years that of coming in here, never had any idea. I know what was going across the hill, but never thought about them being over in here until that morning when I run them hollered as they was going back around the clear cut. I thought, well, that's burn. I quit hunting over there so much to give them room, and now they're coming in here, so quit hunting in here and give them some more room. If I get evidence of that, and that's where my trail cam is, they'll just have to wait till next hunting season. I'm going to use it this year. They can have it after hunting season this year. One thing, the reason I think they like this is they can get up on top of these little old ridges And you ain't gonna get in around them without them knowing you're here.
Mm-hmm. I would call this kind of like a, I don't know, a tactical area or a sacred ground almost type area right here.
Mm-hmm.
A layover point. I don't really know.
And it could be, you know, I know without a doubt, well, we know they're here too, but across the ridge, we know they're there. And that buddy of mine, his bird dogs are back out in the road at the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Where they got run back into the road. Well, what better place to go from here down to those gardens and stuff down yonder? I'm sure to them it wouldn't be no walk at all.
Mm-hmm.
You cut across the ridge, come here, walk right out the road we walk in, go across there, and you're right out in the middle of.
Well, you think about a point like this, they can get down in the houses and farms and so on and so forth, but they can also beat it back into where nobody can follow them, nobody can find them.
Just like a deer, when a deer hangs out, I don't know about everywhere, but around here, they'll stay close to a thicket.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if they need to jump, they'll jump right back in the thicket, and you'll never see them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Them deer come out in here and feed. Well, they got a thicket on this side and a thicket on this side.
Mm-hmm.
One little stretch of woods in between. Same thing for a Sasquatch. If they come through, they can come in here, catch deer, coon, get all these acorns and all that stuff. And when we come in, all they got to do is either spot.
Mm-hmm.
And like that one.
Well, when we walked straight up that way, we were like, what, 20 steps and stop, and
Yeah.
20 steps and stop, because you're going straight up that mountain right there.
Uh-huh. And you know that one, that not the last time, but the time before last, I think it was, that and come in the circle. Does he come through this thicket here, around over and on this side of us?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it done that day. It followed us that we got the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Because we smelled it all the way out and then going back.
That was cool, man. The way that stink smell,
Yeah.
just it was there and gone. You caught a whiff of it and gone, and you tried to find if there's something. We tried to find if anything was dead at that spot.
Yeah.
It would have stayed there. It would have lingered if there was a dead animal, but it was there and gone. There wasn't nothing dead in the area, but it followed us around.
Mm-hmm. Every time we'd get to a little open spot, you'd smell it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where it stopped and was watching.
Mm-hmm. Every time we smelled it, then the dog would just come right back, whether it was Fendi or Gotti.
And look at the way the smell was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, the way you've got your set up, that was perfect that day.
Mm-hmm.
Because just to think, if you hadn't had that camera ready.
And that's right. I didn't bring that camera today, but that's probably the perfect setup to have a GoPro either on your chest or on your head, but then have that stick with the zoom camera.
Yeah.
That probably ought to be what I do 100% of the time. I try different things, but I think that's the best setup, hands down. That ought to be the one I go with all the time.
Because if it had just been your GoPro, you'd have never got it.
I would have never got it. No, I wouldn't have.
That little bit of movement, and then you throwed the camera on it, picked it up. I mean,
you're right.
Perfect.
You're right. I should always bring that with me. I had that out on my table with everything for the festival, and I didn't charge all my batteries up on that one. And I hadn't used this one in a while. I got 3 GoPros, so I said I'll use this one today. This is the oldest one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you need to be on top of your game. I should have that set up every time. Whatever camera I got filming as we go, you need that zoom camera.
And that's what I think
that's awesome.
What hurts me the most is I'm not tech savvy.
Yeah, I'm not either. Now, the one thing about that camera, that looks like a DSLR, but it's not. A DSLR goes over my head. I've even tried to look at videos on it. That's just a point and shoot camera. So it has a few settings, but I keep it in auto. So if it gets dark, it automatically go to low light. You don't have to switch it or nothing. If it's sunny, it'll compensate for, a sunny sky and stuff like that. I just keep it in auto and then zoom. It's just simple.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you upload stuff, I always take the card out, put it into the card slot in the computer, and just upload. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I'm not super tech savvy either, although in a couple of years of working with equipment, I've gotten a little. You're gonna get a little better with experience, you know.
And that's with me not knowing what I'm doing to start with. Now trail cams, I can run my trail cams, which ain't nothing to them. Set them up, put batteries in them, and go back and find all the blank pictures where they blocked it out. Sit there and scratch your head. I guess that's what tickles me, especially about you getting to come up in here. A lot of the stuff that I've run into, Yuns has run into. And
I done seen it. Yeah.
My cousin that goes down on Uwharrie hunts near there. I was talking to him the other day, and he said that he had a trail cam. He said it took pictures of me coming in. Took pictures of me leaving. Said it had one or two pictures in between, and then it had blank pictures.
I've had a lot of blank pictures. I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
And he said he had another camera that was same kind and everything, not maybe 50, 60 yards away, and said it worked fine. And we
gotta think if they cover it with something, or even if they covered it with their hand or something, or they covered it with a yellow leaf or something like that, it's gonna look like a blank sheet. And it might be different. It might be white, might be yellow, it might be red. If it gets covered up, it's gonna be blank pictures.
Yeah, and that's how that one, you know, until we got the 3 pictures of that one, them getting the coons out of that trail. That, I mean, it takes the picture and then the next picture's the side of its leg. It never got it when it first moved in front of it or nothing. If that thing would have been over 3 more inches, it would have been another blank picture. And the coon would have been gone, and we'd have been wondering, well, how did they do it this time? But luckily, it didn't get it completely blacked out. I may bring, whenever we come down to that festival, I may bring my cameras and get you to take a look at them.
Okay.
See what I need to set them on.
Okay, cool.
Of course.
Cool. Now you got that one GoPro. I'd get you like a chest mount. I'm really liking this chest mount.
I've got one.
I'd get one and use it.
My wife got it for me when she bought me the GoPro.
That would be good to use.
I guess what gets me more than anything is with hunting season starting. I've got my crossbow or my bow or.
Oh, you could probably film some of your hunts if you wanted to.
I've got a mount for it that I'm going to put on my crossbow.
Cool.
And
I wouldn't mind seeing some of that.
Whenever, hopefully.
You could do a how-to video on hunting. People like to watch that because every hunter is a little bit different, you know, and uses a little bit different techniques.
I do the Elmer Fudd approach.
Oh yeah.
I go in, sit down, and be very, very quiet.
Yeah. You probably even got the plaid shirt on too, huh?
Nah, you camouflage. That would be a good one to make though. Just take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then imitate Emma Fudd. Have your plaid shirt on and say, "Be very, very quiet."
I'm hunting squatches. We ought to do that. Do a challenge out to like Cryptovania and all that.
Yeah.
Do a crazy video.
Yeah.
Very, very quiet. We're squatching.
I always kind of get the feeling every time we come up here that there's something right around in this area right here.
Yeah.
So I thought I caught it just a little bit of movement right down through there. And then funny thing is, Fendi stopped and started looking real hard for a second.
Yeah. And I'm like you. I think that is one of their advantage points. With that being Laurel, they could sit in there and we'd never see them.
Okay, they could probably just go quietly zoop up to the top and either go this way, that way, whatever way they want.
Or, you know.
They can get to the Appalachian Trail from here, can't they?
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
pretty easy.
Yeah. Go back. Let's see, Newsom's is that way. We go back this way.
Mm-hmm.
You go back and hit Bartram's Trail, and then Bartram's Trail goes on. When you hit it, go to your left, and it'll take you up on top of Warrior up there to the Appalachian Trail.
Cool.
But I've always thought that right in there, even before I knowed anything was in here, that would be where animals would stay because they can catch anything coming to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I've heard sometimes of a morning, I've heard deer over in there snorting and that kind of stuff, but I ain't never seen them because it's so thick you can't.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
What we'll do, if you want to this fall, once these leaves and stuff get down, we'll come out here one day and do nothing but sit here.
Oh yeah,
Sit
that's
here like
cool.
we're hunting,
That's cool.
and see if we have any interactions with them
That's cool.
that way.
I want to set up in the fall, going down the stretch. Set up for some 3-day, maybe even 4-day weekends here and there. Set a couple of them up on my vacations, and I can use some of them to come down here and stay all day, maybe even all night in some cases.
Yeah, if you had like up there on Standing Indian, if you had like 2 or 3 days to come in and camp out up there, or you're more than welcome. We'll put you up at the house.
Okay.
You can sleep in my little grandson's bed. It's a little race car. You might have to pull your feet up. But,
I might come up here with the dogs and just stay all night with the dogs up here,
yeah.
right here.
Well, right here, big.
I mean, I know there's technically no camping here. I can just try to set up all night.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, who's gonna come out in here and tell you to leave?
You're right. You're right on that.
You can get. I've got 3 bars of 4G right here.
Mm-hmm. See, I can get me a lightweight hammock, one of those lightweight portable hammocks, and chill out.
Yeah, definitely. That would be neat.
Mm-hmm.
If you could put it maybe in between them 2 trees right there.
Yeah.
Cover over top of it.
Mm-hmm.